I don't know about you, but when I think of Ozzy Osbourne, I think of Zakk Wylde. I don't think of Randy Rhoads or Gus G or even Jake Lee. I think of Zakk Wylde. There's absolutely nothing wrong about any of the other guitar players. It's just that when I was being introduced to guitar playing, I actually had this friend who showed me Zakk Wylde playing Farewell Ballad on the Jam Track Central YouTube channel, and I thought the playing was super cool, and he then introduced me to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. So for the longest time, I would hear songs like Crazy Train, Bark at the Moon, and Mr. Crowley, and just picture Zakk playing everything. I then of course learned about Jake Lee and Randy Rhoads, and again Gus G as well, and they all play great, but they've never been as big of an influence in my playing as Zakk Wylde has been. And as I've mentioned in some other comments, I haven't really explored as much different music and different catalog of different artists as I would like to, but over the years I've actually had to learn and teach a bunch of Randy Rhoads solos and songs, including some of his more acoustic and classical stuff, and it gave me a whole different appreciation for the man. And even though Randy is again great at many different things, when I think of Randy Rhoads, the first thing that comes into my mind is actually this chord. Well, I said chord and then played a bunch of different chords, but you get the vibe, especially because this first chord, an A sharp 11, is a chord that you can play in many other different shapes, but when I think of a sharp 11 chord, this is the shape that I immediately go towards, and this one in specific, in A, always reminds me of Randy Rhoads. And I think it will probably always remind me of Randy Rhoads. And as you guys know, a cool way to figure out riffs and different songs is to look at different chord shapes and try to modify them as you go, and figure out all these different ways to voice lead into different chords. So when it comes to my latest release song, Undefeated Prince, which if you haven't, you can and should go check out anywhere you listen to your music at, throughout the song there are multiple riffs that feature chords like this, and even some diminished chords, which of course Randy also liked to use, and even the chorus of the song has a more classical music inspired vibe, or at least the melody does. When I think of Undefeated Prince, even though I wasn't particularly influenced by Randy, like I wasn't trying to get that Randy sound, and I wasn't trying to do an homage to him or anything like that, every time I play the song or I think about the song, because of all these different chord shapes and all the techniques and vibes that the song has, I kinda just picture Randy. Which maybe is kind of weird. So I'm doing this video also to ask, does this sort of a thing happen to you too? Where you do a song and you just immediately visualize a specific guitar player or musician when it comes to that song, even though maybe you don't listen to that artist too much or you weren't actively trying to focus on their vibe and style? Let me know. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on all the notifications, follow and stay tuned for more, because I'm releasing new songs every week and I'm releasing new videos every day, twice a day. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other ones too. And hey, perhaps even share them with a friend who might also enjoy them. In case it wasn't obvious already, go check out my latest release song, Undefeated Prince, anywhere you listen to your music at. I want to once again thank all of you guys so much for all the support in these songs and videos. It really has been amazing, and I can only thank you guys so much, but it really means a lot and really makes a difference. With that being said, I can only hope to see you in another video, but until then, cheers!